The auction. The hall shimmered with polished stone and alien luxury. Chandeliers crafted from the luminescent shells of deep space beasts bathed the auction floor in a cold, ethereal light. Dozens of eyes, blue, gold, compound, glowing, watched from gilded balconies as the auctioneer stepped onto the dais. Esteemed clients, purred Lord Vaxillor of the Harkoon Dominion, his gill-frilled mouth twisting into a grin. Tonight, we offer you something exotic. A rustle of excitement passed through the gathered aliens. Vaxillor gestured, and a pair of slave drones ushered the first lot into view. A thin woman, bruised and barefoot, stumbled forward, her arms shackled before her. Her belly was round with pregnancy, and she clutched the hand of a terrified child no older than 5. The child's eyes, human, wide, tearful, stared out into the crowd of monsters. Lot 927, Vaxillor announced with theatrical flair. A pregnant female of the Homo sapiens species. Rare, resilient, intelligent, allegedly, and fertile. Polite laughter rippled through the crowd. Someone clicked their mandibles. They breathed like vermin, snorted a chitin-clad noble. But they do not last long. Her kind are illegal to sell under Accord law, hissed another. Is this not dangerous? Accord's Vaxillor sneered. Outdated and unenforced. Besides, she was captured from the outer reaches. No sovereign protection. The child whimpered. The mother bent down, whispering something soft in her daughter's ear. She didn't cry. Not in front of them. Vaxillor raised a hand. Opening bid, 10,000 credits. The bids came quickly. 8 months earlier, outer reaches, human colony Arta Prime. The sky screamed as the raiders descended. Hannah Reyes had barely made it into the panic bunker with her daughter before the front wall of their dome exploded. Dust and fire rained down, and her husband's last words, "Go, now," echoed in her skull as the doors sealed behind her. They never held. The pirates were Harkoon mercs, brutal, efficient, genetically bred for subjugation. They killed indiscriminately, taking slaves and biomass alike. Her daughter, Mia, had cried silently the whole journey to the transport ship, huddled against Hannah's stomach, where life still stirred. They had sold her once, then again, then to Vaxillor. Each sale stripped away another layer of her hope. But not her rage. Back in the auction hall, the bidding closed at 47,000 credits. Sold, Vaxillor crooned. To Minister Drelvier of the Zenthari block. May her spawn serve your house well. As the mother was dragged away, a small mechanical drone, disguised as part of the auction's floating surveillance, blinked twice. Then it sent a signal. Lunar Command Center, Earth orbit. Play it again, the president said, voice steady but low with fury. The hologram played the intercepted footage, fuzzy, incomplete, but unmistakable. The auction, the crowd, the pregnant human woman, her daughter. Silence held the room when it ended. This isn't the first incident, General Amina Voss growled. 3 colonies have reported missing civilians in the past year. But this is an Empire-sanctioned auction. They violated the Sentient Accord, said Secretary Chun. That's grounds for... No, the president cut in. That's not grounds for negotiation. That's grounds for war. A single image blinked to life above the table. The child, clutching her mother's hand. All fleets, the president said. Level 0 lockdown. Wake the Talons. Activate Retribution Protocol. Black Talon Briefing Room, Mars Shadow Complex. The operatives of Black Talon sat in grim silence as the footage ended. You've got your target, said Commander Harlan. Auction site, coordinates locked. We're going in quiet. In and out with the package. The screen flicked to the mother and daughter. Rules of engagement, asked Operative X9, her cybernetic eyes gleaming. Harlan didn't blink. Civilians only. No prisoners. Galactic Empire capital, hours later. Vaxillor reclined in his private suite, savoring a glass of amber ichor. The human woman had been processed and transferred. A tidy profit. His holopad buzzed. He frowned. Unscheduled maintenance. The lights flickered, then went out. A hiss. Ventilation breach. A flash. White-hot light slicing through the door. Then silence. Black Talon moved like wraiths. 5 operatives in shadow black armor cleared the room in 12 seconds. Thermal scans guided them through walls, their neural AIs updating live threat data. No alarms. No mercy. They found the mother in a sterile cell, chained to a metal bench. She looked up, eyes wide. "Earth?" she asked, voice cracking. "Ma'am," said Talon Lead, unlocking her cuffs. "We're getting you home." The child darted from a corner, flinging herself into her mother's arms. Mia was alive, still breathing, still human. "Package secured," said Talon Lead. "Time to send the message." Talon's message. Before exfiltration, Talon uploaded a virus into the auction system. Every recording, every sale, every attendee broadcast live to the Galactic Net. They left Vaxilor's burning corpse as a centerpiece and a plasma-etched warning on the compound wall. "You sold our blood. Now we take yours. Earth." Then they disappeared. EarthGov's statement to the Galactic Empire. A day later, the Empire's High Council awoke to humanity's first formal transmission in over 20 years. The president's face appeared across thousands of alien systems. "This is Earth. You sold one of ours. A mother. A child. This is your only warning. We are coming." The screen went black. Moments later, orbital sensors across the Empire picked up dozens of wormhole rips. Earth's fleets had arrived. Humanity strikes back. 2 days after the auction raid, aboard the ESS Vengeance, Commander Amina Voss stood at the observation deck of Earth's flagship. Below her stretched the bleeding corpse of an alien station once known as Chorus Prime, a key node in the galactic slave trade. Now it was scrapped. No prisoners. No negotiations. Earth's first strike had been precise, brutal, and symbolic. "They underestimated us," she murmured. "No," said Admiral Leclerc beside her. "They thought we were civilized. They thought wrong." Behind them, holoscreens scrolled with intercepted transmissions. Fear echoed across the Empire's border systems. Species that had never even seen a human were whispering tales of Earth's retaliation. And Earth had just begun. 6 hours earlier, deep space extraction route. Black Talon's drop ship blazed through the void, flanked by stealth drones as it slipped toward the human frontier. Inside, Henna clutched her daughter with one hand and her swollen belly with the other. She hadn't spoken in hours. She didn't need to. The presence of real, kind voices around her, human voices, had said enough. "You're safe now," said Talon Lead, sitting beside her. "We're taking you to Luna Prime Medical. You'll see Earth again." She looked up. Earth. The word felt foreign on her tongue. "Do they know?" Talon Lead's jaw tightened. "They know," he said, "and they're already at war." Solar Broadcast Network. EarthGov Declaration, live. The world watched. Not just Earth, but Mars, Europa, Titan, the Belt, and the growing colonies of Proxima. President Reyes, yes, the mother's sister, stood before the Solar Assembly, her face calm and her tone deadly. "We extended the hand of peace," she began. "We built trade, we respected galactic laws, and we asked only to be left in peace." A still image flickered behind her. The auction, the child, the shackles. "And you sold our people like livestock. A pregnant mother. A child. You crossed the line." She paused. "From this moment on, any entity found engaging in human trafficking or slave trade will be considered hostile, and hostile actors will be neutralized." Then she added one more sentence. "Humanity is done asking." Galactic Empire Council Chambers. Emergency session. The council chamber buzzed with tension. Dozens of species, some ancient, some recent vassals, argued over Earth's sudden aggression. They attacked a sovereign auction compound, screeched a Zenthari diplomat. They responded to a crime, countered a Krillonian merchant lord. "You think your station is more valuable than your own credibility?" They've destroyed 2 trade stations in 48 hours. They recovered a pregnant female. Or were we thinking selling her? The High Arbiter, a creature of shimmering crystal intellect, finally silenced them all. Humanity must be reassessed. Earth's offensive strategy, Operation Eclipse. The Solar Armada did not fight with brute numbers. They fought with precision, speed, and cold fury. Phase 1. Disable slave trading hubs. Strike fast. Leak the footage to the galaxy. Phase 2. Offer amnesty to species who abandon the Empire and assist human efforts. Phase 3. Hunt the architects of the human trafficking network and bring them to Earth for trial. In every fleet, Earth soldiers painted their ships with the same phrase: "We are humanity." You made US remember who we are. Moon-based Genesis, Luna Prime Hospital. Hannah gave birth 2 days after extraction. She named the baby Justice. The story spread like wildfire across Earth, through human colonies, and into the minds of sympathetic alien worlds. A woman who survived captivity, gave birth in freedom, and lived to see vengeance carried out. She was interviewed quietly from the recovery wing. "My daughter asked me why we were taken," Hannah said, holding the newborn in her arms. "I told her some monsters wear suits and count credits. But she doesn't have to fear anymore. Not now." She looked into the camera. "You made us look weak. That was your first mistake. You thought we'd stay quiet. That was your last." Operation Eclipse. Phase 1. Wrath Unleashed. In under 10 days, Earth-led fleets wiped out 7 slave trade hubs, 3 pirate armadas, and a syndicate-run auction world. Earth's tech, long dismissed as primitive, proved terrifying. Dreadnoughts with warp-hardened railguns. Nanite subversion viruses that corrupted enemy ships. Infantry AI augmentation rigs that made one soldier worth 10. But more terrifying was their resolve. Every human fought like they carried centuries of rage in their bones. Unexpected allies. Something changed. Smaller species, long bullied under Empire rule, began switching sides. The Relaki offered navigational data. The Extratal provided psionic defense tech. Even some Harkoon defectors began supplying intel in exchange for sanctuary. The galaxy was fracturing, and Earth was becoming the axis. Galactic News Network report, The Earth Problem. Anchor. Our top story tonight. The upstart planet Earth has now struck 15 locations deemed critical to the Empire's trade infrastructure. Diplomatic channels remain frozen. Rumors suggest human special forces are preparing for a strike on one of the Empire's core worlds. Panelist 1. This isn't just retaliation. It's a statement. Panelist 2. They've done more in 2 weeks than the Accord Council managed in 2 centuries. Panelist 3. It's not just war. It's justice. Final strike. Auction World Varnak Station. The last known auction hub in Empire territory broadcasted a defiant message. "We are protected by Imperial law. Any act of war here will." That's as far as the message got. The ESS Vengeance and 2 carrier wings appeared from a micro-rift above Varnak. In a single synchronized strike, they disabled the shield array, vaporized its defenses, and dropped boarding units directly into the heart of the compound. Footage of the liberation went viral across the galaxy. Humans dragging slavers into cells. Victims rescued, fed, treated. No retaliation. Just justice. One station officer, a reptilian commander, was given a live broadcast to Earth. He knelt on camera. "We didn't know. We didn't think you would fight this hard." President Reyes replied, cold and clear. "You didn't think we'd fight for each other. That's what makes us human." Epilogue. 1 month later. The war was far from over. But the tide had turned. The Galactic Empire was bleeding legitimacy. Member states argued over the risk of continued hostility with Earth. Trade routes rerouted. Diplomats defected. Entire systems declared independence. And humanity? They didn't want conquest. They wanted respect. Hannah stood beneath the dome of EarthGov Hall, watching her daughter Mia chase her newborn brother in the grass. She wasn't afraid anymore. Final line. They sold a mother. They sold a child. They thought Earth would grieve quietly. Instead, Earth showed the stars exactly what it means to be human.